Hello. What does home mean to you? To most people, home is a very personal place, somewhere to relax and recharge. When I think about home, I imagine relaxing in the garden, the sun and a cooling breeze on my face. The key to a pleasant home is taking all the best things from nature to help create a healthy indoor environment. Home requirements have changed dramatically over the years. In the very beginning, homes provided basic shelter from the weather and protection from the cold. Simple. But as we evolved, we learned how to improve our homes, using natural resources to invent new and better solutions. Through shared knowledge and combined effort, we were able to develop bigger, better, and more prosperous communities. After the first oil crisis in the 70s, homes were designed using small windows with insufficient ventilation. It may have had the best intentions, but didn't really contribute to the general well-being of its inhabitants. The side effects were dark and unhealthy buildings. Did you know that people today spend around 90% of their time indoors, with only 10% of our time spent outdoors? Unfortunately, 30% of all buildings do not provide a healthy indoor climate. Research has proven that a healthy home requires daylight and plenty of fresh air. But what about energy? In Europe today, the entire building stock gobbles up to 40% of our total energy consumption. That's a lot of energy. So, how do we face that challenge? Well, the caveman used wood to create a warming fire. Since then, we have included coal, oil, gas, you name it. And that's the problem. Conventional energy resources produce CO2. The increasing rate in which we use these resources is seriously damaging our climate. But what are the alternatives? Some countries opt for nuclear power, emphasizing its CO2-free qualities. Others reject it due to safety and nuclear waste issues. What remains is the long-term problem. How do we satisfy the increasing energy demands of a growing world population? And how do we create safe and long-lasting energy solutions that will work in a home environment? The answer is in plain sight. So obvious, we tend to forget. The sun is the big creator of life and energy. When the sun heats the earth, it creates water currents and weather systems. Each year, the sun delivers 1,500 times the amount of energy used by the entire world population. And only a relatively small part of this energy is currently being converted directly for human use. The potential is mind-blowing. To use the sun's energy directly in your own home, there are several very simple systems available. Solar collectors for domestic hot water and heating. Photovoltaic solar panels which produce power. And perhaps the simplest solution is to let your windows help do the work for you. Sun rays have a wavelength that allows them to pass through glass. Once they hit a solid surface, the wavelength changes and the rays remain caught inside the house as heat. Remember the breeze in my garden? To control the heat, use the window or sunshade. Or you can even let the house do the job itself with an intelligent home-controlled system. A house resembles a living organism. With daylight and fresh air, it will provide you with a fresh and healthy indoor climate. It may even become sustainable, delivering environmentally friendly energy directly from the sun. Your future home could be an active house where energy, daylight, and fresh air contribute to your well-being, as well as improve your economy. This gives us a greater utilization of the world's resources for the environment, for the climate, and for the benefit of the future generation of our planet.